Welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the journals that I use every single day. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because I feel like a lot of times you hear, start meditating, start journaling, start doing breath work. And a lot of times you don't really know where to start. That's what happened to me for a long time. It's like, okay, journaling, but what do I do? And so these are two tools that I use every single day to journal for over a year now. And I just feel like it'd be valuable to tell you guys the journals. So I'm going to break this down as the first part. I'll just tell you what two journals I use. And if you want to turn the video off after that and go buy them and research them, go ahead. The next part, I'm going to just explain each journal and then, that's it. But the first journal here that I use every single day, it's called the 1 line a day journal. And this one will take me a very short period to explain. The second one is the best self journal. And this I'll go into a little bit more detail. It'll take me a little bit longer. And so don't be fooled by the length of this video. The bulk of it will be me explaining how I use the best self journal to help me out. So first one here, 1 line a day journal. I first heard of this on a Bigger Pockets podcast. I don't remember the guest, but he just briefly mentioned it. And I heard the word journal and I thought, I want a journal. And so I looked it up and I was infatuated with the idea of it. And so basically what it is, it's a 5-year memory book. And every single day you write a brief snippet of your day, basically a recap of your day. And for me, I've been doing this for over a year now. And so these are all days of my life and recaps and summaries of the day. And so it's pretty special when you look back on it because what it turns into is 5 years. And so right now I'm on year 2. And so here's February 17th, 2020, February 17th, 2021. And in 5 years, I get to look back on how did this 5-year success happen. And so, I'm just going to call my shot. That success is coming my way, but yeah, to me, it's special. And what's great about this is what you probably think of when you think of journal, and makes it really easy. It's small. It's made of great canvas material. I love it. I keep it by my bedstand. It takes me 5 minutes to fill out each night. And the beauty of filling it out at night is you get to leave that day behind you. If you had a great day, right? Writing down the day, leaving it behind you, because every single day it's a new page. It's a new page. And Ego is the Enemy. Ryan Holiday has a great book and concept. And so just restarting every day from ground zero and leaving those successes behind you, but then also when you're not feeling great. And that's where this comes in huge. Last year, I was going through a breakup for the beginning portion of the summer. And if you are a Cutco person watching this, you know that branch summers are a grind. And that was really hard to go through that while I was working so hard to try to kickstart my business, which for me, I knew that branch could kickstart essentially my life. And so that was tough, but every single night being able to leave that on paper, and trust me, when I was going through those feelings, the last thing I wanted to do was feel them out loud. If I feel them out loud, I mean actually write them and process those feelings into words. But when you do that, when you feel the feeling out loud, when you feel the feeling enough to write it down on paper, what you do is you give yourself a chance to let that out, write it down, and then literally flip the page and leave it behind you. And it hurts to write things down when they hurt, but it gives you an opportunity to not hold it in. And that's crucial. And so that's one of the biggest things for me with journaling. And the 1 line a day journal, whether it's great, whether it's bad, I use it every single day, obviously. And someday when I write an autobiography, to have this is going to be awesome. The next journal I use out of 2, so this is journal 1, journal 2, every single day is the best self journal. Now, here's mine. I have a leather sleeve because I'm a best self super fan. And kind of funny, the reason I even made this video is because in my 1 line a day journal, yesterday I wrote, quote unquote, my new self journal is going to help me kill it. AKA I got my first best self journal 1 year ago yesterday. And so I thought, you know what, I should make a YouTube video. I've been using it for a year. It's helped me do some awesome things this past year. and I want to give back. And so Best Self Journal, what I love about it is I actually use it more as a planner than a journal. And I love it so much, you guys. So I'm going to break down how I use it every single day. Now, this looks like a lot of stuff going on. And originally, when I made this video, I was going to do a like step-by-step of me filling it out. But I feel like the beauty of the Best Self Journal is that one of the pages is actually empty. And it's empty for you to write down whatever you want to write down. And you can use it as a journal for your feelings. You can use it however you want to. I'll show you how I use it, and then you can kind of go from there. So this is the last section of the video here. And this might take me a little bit to break down just because there's a lot going on. Here's an empty slate. So how it's set up every single morning. And by the way, I plan it takes 7 to 10 minutes to do my entire Best Self Journal every morning. And how it's set up is it starts with it starts with gratitude right here. So sorry that TikTok light is apparently really bright. Gratitude first, today's goal, today's targets. So picking 3 targets, what will make today great, a schedule, and then your blank page. I am a slave to my schedule. I learned this from Dane, my division manager and second dad. He taught me to be a slave to your schedule. What does that? It doesn't mean, you always have to be working. It means that you plan out your life so that when you wake up in the morning, all you have to do is execute. I don't waste time thinking about what am I going to do today? I know what I'm going to do today. It's in my schedule. However, each day I leave open spots that I can then fill in. And so the first thing I do in the mornings, today is filled out from this morning because that looks busy. First thing is gratitude. And so how I do the gratitude is I do 3 things: a person, a place, and a thing. So today, for example, I was thankful for Kendall. Shout out Kendall down in Kansas City. But for me, this is someone different every day. And so this person is someone who has made an impact on me, or someone who, my parents, or someone that my mom, geez, I was thankful for them recently. Joseph Kosh, shout out. But this person is someone in my life right now, someone who's been in my life, someone who I look up to, someone who I admire. And I like to pick someone from a different area. So past friends, coworkers, people in the business I want to reach out to, people I want to get to know better. My grandma's, for example. And it's just someone from a different area, so don't lose touch with that person. Gratitude feels so good to receive. And for me, it feels really good to give. Here is one example of a response that you can get from these texts. So every morning, whoever I'm thankful for, I tell them, hey, thankful for you today, man. This is the replies that you can get. And that feels really good. I'm a words of affirmation guy, so it feels good to get back. It's not why I send it. But that feels good knowing that you filled that person's love tank for the day. And I think living life of gratitude is really important. And so the second thing, a place that you're thankful for. And the third thing is a thing. So ironically, hey, shout out Brain Fuel, the unofficial sponsor of the YouTube channel. Someday we'll actually get him on here. But Colton, shout out my guy. Guys, link in the bio. 15% off. Go try it. But yeah, person, place, thing. Next thing here, today's goal. For me, this is how I use it. I do my personal mission statement. And so today I will work towards being a present father and a loving husband. For you, you can use today's goal however you want. What is actually your one thing? What's the one thing that you need to accomplish today? Last year, I wrote, today I will be a $300,000 manager every single day, because that aligned me with the actions I needed to take that day to pursue and to hit that goal. Now I switched it. I do my mission statement for life. And so when I write this, today I will work towards being a present father and loving husband. That's my mission statement. That's why I get out of bed. That's why I get up at 5 a.m. I have some people that are, how do you stay so motivated? It's like, it's not motivation anymore, right? It comes down to, I know what it takes for me to get to this point in my life. And so I don't think about the snooze button because I've got stuff to do. I've got a real estate empire to build. I've got knives to sell to get me to this point someday. So that's my mission. I write down every day. So it's always top of mind. And so my actions always reflect my goal. The next thing is today's targets. What I use to keep track of all the things I need to get done are is this app. So it's a widget. It's called To-Do List. And when you click on it, it's all the things that like areas in my life that I need to, I've got a lot of different plates spinning right now. And so this is how I kind of keep track of all the different things I need to get done. There's deadlines on each thing as well. But every day when I'm filling out my best self journal, I choose what's the top 3. Because if I woke up every day and my goal was to get done, you know, have you guys ever had a list of 20 things to do? At the end of each day, you do nothing. I've been there. And so I pick the top 3 things. What do I need to get done today? And I choose those 3 things and I make those my 3 targets. Okay. So important. That's the Ben Franklin, right? Just write down your top 50 goals for the year and then pick 3 and accomplish them. Plan B only distracts from plan A. Okay. And then lastly, what will make today great? Pick 3 things. What will make today great? And that puts you in an abundant, gracious mindset to start your day. Feeling positive, thinking great thoughts. The next piece, and the only other piece technically, because again, this is the freestyle page, is the schedule. And so for me, I have concrete things that are in my schedule every morning. And guys, I use Google Calendars right here on my desktop all day. I'm obsessed with Google Calendar. I'd share it. You know what? I'll just share it quick. Look, it's filled up, right? It's filled up. And it's like that every single week. However, every morning there's some blank spots in it. And those blank spots are filled by my targets. So when I'm mapping this out, I make sure my blank spots are in there. I've already filled in. So my targets here went PDI. The second thing on here, interview script, got filled in right there. And my taking my mail to the post office, the packages got filled in right there. So these were empty. And then also I make sure eat. You guys make time to eat and eat healthy. Track your food, right? Different video, different time. But last summer I forgot to eat every day because I was busy working. And so that's something I plan in now because when it's in the schedule, I execute. That's it. That's this page. I know there's a lot going on, but it's simpler than it looks. And the second half here is my goals. And so that's how I use this page every single day is I use it for my 10 goals for 2021, my 5 goals for 2023, and my 5 goals for 2025. And then the second half of the goals is not just writing the goal of what you want to accomplish. I also write who I need to be today or who do I need to become to achieve that. So just a couple examples. For a $2 million office this summer, I need to be a student today, a student of the business, a student from Dane to hit that goal. Some other examples, someday, like this, Ironman, who do I need to become? I need to be an athlete to do that. So it's a simpler one right there. And so here's one. I want to be proud of wealth and proud of being successful. Who do I need to be? A giver, right? You need to give to then receive. And so then 2023 goals are on there, 2025 goals are on there. Why do I write my goals down every single day? And so they're top of mind. And so my actions bring me closer to hitting them. I think a perfect example of why you write your goals down every single day is because I've been writing this one right here for 3 months. In 2025, I'll release an album. Okay. But I haven't, picked up a guitar yet or, take voice lessons or anything like that yet. But the other day I took an action step because I always write it down. So it's always top of mind. And I reached out to Eagle Brook Church in my town here. And I asked, how can I get involved with the worship band? And they sent me the audition. And now I know that if I'm going to make that audition, I better get some voice lessons. I reached out to a voice lesson guy yesterday. He responded this morning. And so those little action steps are leading me closer to someday dropping an album. And so when I first started writing this, I didn't know how I'd get there. And now it's starting to piece together. You can do that with everything, you guys. Okay. It's all about that law of attraction. When you put stuff into the universe, it's not like it'll just magically show up. But what it does is every day your actions are aligned with who you have to become to achieve that thing. Yeah. So that's the best self journal. Gets me kind of emotional thinking about, but yeah, I love it. And one more little plug. These pens are phenomenal. Sharpie S-Gel 2, I think they're called, or just S-Gel. I love these things. Thank you for watching. Yeah, we'll see you next time.